All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Dalco, the CEO, continuously empowering others. If you guys can hear me okay and see me here, please type two Y's in the chat room. If you're here on goldrocks.info, if you're there at Facebook Live, the people here at goldrocks.info are saying yes, they can hear and see me. That means you guys on Facebook Live can hear me and see me as well. It is my honor to stand in for my good friend and business partner, Mr. Al Bustin' Loose Murray. We know what an amazing job he does each and every week. So I'm not going to even try to act like I can do the job of explaining Karatbars International. As a matter of fact, I'm typically so wired and fired up about the business, I end up just being too excited and exuberant. Tonight, I'm going to try to restrain myself and pretend like I'm Al Murray so you guys can get the basis of what Karatbars International is all about. But it is my pleasure to bring this phenomenal information to you because this information changed my life. I was literally a mortgage banker. That means I worked in the financial sector, and I was in that sector for 15 years, most recently with Wells Fargo, a huge bank, global bank. And I was speaking to some team members tonight. We were having dinner with the world-renowned, the mentor, the legend, Mr. Ty Best. He's here in Atlanta with us. We're flying out tomorrow internationally. And I was talking to that group about this, and I shared with one young lady who's new to the team. I said, you know, it's so frustrating. When I first got my hands on this information, I actually got a little angry. And the reason I got angry is because I was feeling some kind of way. I was feeling like someone had concealed intentionally this information from me. And why would they do that? I couldn't understand for the life of me why somebody would conceal this information from me. So I'm ecstatic to share with you what I learned just over 5.5 years ago, going on 6 years. November 13th will make 6 years in this opportunity for me. And I'm excited to share this information with you because truly, I said to the people at dinner tonight with Mr. Best, I said, look, my grandparents, maybe I can give them a pass. They didn't know how important this information was. And then my parents, they didn't tell me. As simple as this is that I'm going to share with you tonight, my parents didn't tell me how important this was to my financial portfolio. The teachers in elementary, junior high, high school, I did 2 years of college. Yes, I only have an associate's degree from a city college. And even they didn't tell me. Then I got a job in the financial side. I worked sales jobs. They didn't tell me. Then I worked in the financial sector, a mortgage broker, and eventually a mortgage banker, and they didn't tell me. So I'm like, what is wrong here? What's missing? Is this information accidentally being left out, or is it intentionally being left out? But ladies and gentlemen, regardless to whether it was accidental or intentional, you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn today, right? And whether you're watching this live or whether you're seeing this later on in the evening or tomorrow or sometime in the future, if this information passes you by after tonight, you are intentionally, you're willfully trying to stay in the same situation you're in, because after 15 years working in the financial sector, thinking that a mortgage was an asset, somebody walked up to me, they gave me a call, and they shared this information with me on a 32-minute video. And after watching that video, within 103 days, after getting my business package, I replaced my full-time income as a mortgage banker. And that's pretty exciting. But what's even more exciting for me is my beautiful wife, Monisha. She worked 20 years as a corporate trainer. And it took a little longer for her, about 4 years. But after 4 years in this new money system, she was able to do what 20 years as a corporate trainer, making what the world would consider good money, having what the world would consider good benefits. She was able to, in 4 years, replace the benefits, replace the income, double, almost triple the income, and do it sitting at home with her husband, working from many times her cell phone on the beaches of the world. And folks, not only is that impressive, my oldest daughter is a captain in the Air Force, so she has a job. She has a contract job. For several years, she is contracted to be in the military, and I thank her for her service. And I thank all of you guys for your service that have served in the armed forces and the military. But my other 4 children, we have 5 children combined. My other 4 children are completely retired. 35-year-old retired, 26-year-old retired, 25-year-old retired, 21-year-old retired, and full-time Karatbars International. So if your name is Dalco, chances are you don't have a job anymore because Karatbars International has provided us the freedom that we deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to submit this to you. I don't believe that any of you listening to me and watching me on this live stream were born to go to school, get good grades, get a job, pay bills, and die. I don't believe that was your lot in life. I believe that there is a better way for you, just like the Dalco family found a better way. So what is it that puts 95% of the people in the world in this death spiral? What is it? What is causing so many people to work as hard as possible? I want to ask those of you that are here on goldrocks.info and those that are on Facebook Live, how many of you had grandparents and parents that worked real hard and now you're rich as a result of your grandparents and parents' hard work? If you were rich right now because of your grandparents' hard work, you can type me. But if you're not, type NOPE, N-O-P-E. Because I want to prove to you that maybe 1%, if we're pushing it 2%, of people are wealthy because of generational wealth, because your parents worked hard. No, I'm seeing nopes all over the place. Nope, nope, nope. I saw one yes. God bless you. And your grandparents or parents maybe did what they needed to do, but 99% of the people are going to have the same testimony I have. Nope, my parents couldn't leave me anything. And is it because they were lazy? Nope. Did they work hard? Yep. So what is it that hard work doesn't lead you to wealth? No, it's not working harder, ladies and gentlemen. It's having a firm understanding about how money works. That's the work that we need to focus on. So what is the problem that most people, 95% of the people in the world are experiencing? That green line that you see right there, that represents the dollar's buying power. That's showing you what the dollar is doing year over year. So as you're getting older, your dollar is buying less and less because of something called inflation. Inflation is that hidden tax that's levied upon all people who work a job. And it's because the global elites, they have a printing press and they print the money and loan the money to our government. And they do so intentionally inflating the dollars year over year so that you lose 3 to 8% of your buying power every single year. So when you're working for dollars and saving paper dollars, you're literally working to lose. That red line represents the cost of living, products, goods, and services. So if what you're working for is going down and what you're working to buy, the price is going up, are you winning or are you losing? Type that in the chat room. Are you winning that battle or are you losing? And then that blue line represents the increase that you're getting on your job. And you can notice there that your increase is anywhere from 1.9 to 2.5% on a great job. Mostly it's about 2% increase every year. So if your wages are increasing 2% and the inflation is increasing 3 to 8%, you're working to lose. And the reason why people do this foolishness, ladies and gentlemen, is because they don't know that there is a better way. 95% of the people in the world go to school for 12 years, go to college for 4 years, and then they get a job and they work until they die. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So tonight, my job is to show you guys a better way. And better way this truly is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so simple that this one slide will set you on the course to financial freedom. Who wants to see this one slide that'll teach you more in the next 1 minute than most of us learned our entire scholastic, college, and working life. Who wants to see that slide? Who wants to understand this very simple principle that your grandparents, parents, your friends, your uncles, your aunties, school, college, work, no one taught you? Here it is. In 1920, you could buy a brand new Ford truck for $645. Or you could cash in a kilogram of gold and get $650 and buy that same truck. Literally, the dollars and the gold were on pace. A kilogram of gold bought a truck, $645 bought a brand new Ford truck. Today, it's not $645 to buy that Ford truck anymore. It's 40,000 of those same dollars. Well, you say, well, of course it costs more. Look at the technology. You got Sirius FM radio. You got sunroof, moonroof. You've got steel alloy rims. You've got the custom paint job, the defrost front and rear. You've got the windshield wipers, and you've got the custom, seating and the cooling in the seats and the heated seats, heated leather. Of course, it's a better product. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you think it was harder to build a truck in 1920 than it is today? You think it's easier or harder today to build that truck? Type it in the chat room. Is it harder or easier? I mean, heck, robots are building the truck today, and the materials they use are cheaper materials. Technology has increased. It shouldn't cost more. It should cost even or less, right? Right, because it's easier to build a truck these days. There's more technology. Well, guess what, folks? The $40,000 to buy a truck, that price didn't go up. It just went up in relation to the dollar. You can still take a kilogram of gold, cash it in today, and you'll have enough money to buy that truck. As a matter of fact, a kilogram of gold today is about $50,000. You'll have $10,000 left over. The price actually went down in relation to gold. Now that right there, you've never learned that in school. Folks, this is the magic behind building wealth. So as I process through this presentation tonight, if you don't get anything else from what I'm saying, just start saving gold. Set up a free gold savings account with the person that referred you tonight. Even if you don't buy into anything else I say, set up a gold savings account for absolute free, no monthly expenses, and start saving gold in small transaction-friendly increments. And I'll show you how you can do that in a moment. In 1998, guys, you could fill up a grocery cart with 20 bucks. You all know if you're over 40, you know I'm telling the truth. You could fill up your grocery cart with 20 bucks. 2005, you could fill up about half a grocery cart with 20 bucks, and the boxes of the food and the cans got smaller. And not only did the cans get smaller, the $20 bill, they used less ink on the bill. Hey, they made Andrew Jackson look a lot prettier and put a circle around his head and gave him a nicer hairstyle. But it's still just $20, and it won't buy what it bought in 1998. In 2014, man, they got Andrew looking like he's in HD. Took the circle away from him. He's busting loose. But they put less ink on the bill. And folks, you really don't need a grocery cart. They gave you those little baskets that you flip over your arm and throw a couple of items in. $20 is gone. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, we've got a store called Kroger, and they got a Kroger Plus card. Man, people understand inflation so much. If you get in line in front of somebody and you don't have your Kroger Plus card, and the cashier says, do you have your Kroger Plus card? Man, people behind you will start handing you their card because they don't want you to go through the prices without your discount card. I mean, it's getting serious out here in these streets. Look, in 1971, a gram of gold, you could cash it in and buy 5 loaves of bread. You could take $1 and buy 4 loaves of bread. Today, you can cash in 1 gram of gold and buy over 20 loaves of bread, but that dollar won't even buy you slices. I don't think anybody buys slices, but if you can get a loaf of bread for $1 today, do not eat it. Folks, you got to learn the simple principle of paying yourself first, because most working Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. Who out here today can tell the truth and say, I don't have $1,000 in my savings? Don't answer that. That was rhetorical. But you know if I'm telling the truth or not. You don't have to believe me. Go and ask your bank account. Is Mike Dalco telling the truth? And if you have $1,000 in your bank account, I guarantee you, if you look at 10 people that you pass by, 8 of them don't have $1,000 in a savings account. It's because they're working for paper, trying to save paper. And instead of having a savings account, they have a put and take account. They put it in to make themselves feel like they're saving, but then they take it out because they have more months left at the end of their money. Folks, you got to find a better way. And that option is putting a portion of your money into physical gold. We didn't say put all your money in gold. If you start saving gold and your first question is, how do I change the gold back to cash? You have completely missed the entire reason why we're doing this presentation. Don't save paper. I have not saved a paper dollar in a bank in 5.5 years. Why would you do that? You're losing wealth. The bank's paying you 0.06 interest, and they charge you tax on the interest you earn on your savings. That almost made me want to cuss right there. I probably shouldn't repeat it, but I need to repeat it because it's so serious that I have to say it again. The banks give you about 0.06% interest on your savings in your savings account, and then they charge you interest. They tax you on the interest you earned. That is some foolishness. That is ridiculous. Man, okay, so you got to find a better way. So what's simpler and what's better? Exchange a portion of the income you're trying to save in physical gold and just hold it outside the banking system. Just hold it. Saving gold is a premier wealth building asset, earning commissions by referrals and accumulating gold-backed assets. Karatbars gold products are an alternative means of diversifying your family's assets. Less than 1% of the population owns physical gold. That means this is a massive market, and there enters Karatbars International. Karatbars International, founded in 2011, specializing in the shipping to more than 140 countries in small transaction-friendly weights of physical gold. We're located right down the street from Mercedes-Benz headquarters. I started chuckling because this one guy, I asked him, was he interested in generating more wealth for him and his family? And he said, what is it? And I showed him the video. He called me back and said he didn't want to do it because Karatbars is a German company, but he owns a Mercedes C-Class. I mean, you're talking about bumping your head as hard as you possibly can bump it. You're afraid of a German company and you own a Mercedes. Okay, so anyway, that's a whole nother class. Mr. Harold Seitz, our CEO and founder, an amazing gentleman who's featured on magazines around the world. He's known as the King of Gold. He actually sits on the Economic Council there in Europe. And this gentleman has written books, a published author, 2 awesome books, one called The Future of Money and his newest book called Dream Big. And this gentleman has a mission, and I want to read it to you. He says, my mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market, making it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. It has done that for me, and it will do it for you as well, because he has diversified gold in so many different awesome products: cash gold, gold coins, cash gold bills, and a gold money system that includes a digital app that allows you to transfer physical golds from one gold vault holding to another gold vault holding with a few clicks of a button. Karat Pay is like the PayPal of the gold money industry. We also have our own gold-backed cryptocurrency. If you know anything about cryptocurrency, it has explosive growth potential. Bitcoin, which is backed by technology but nothing else, went to $20,000 a coin. A lot of people said, man, yeah, but Bitcoin lost 50% of its value. Well, how many of you would have liked to have gotten Bitcoin at $1 for every coin? And today, it's over $10,000 a coin. Type me in the chat room if you would have been okay losing 50% of that wealth, going from $20,000 a coin now to $10,000. If you're okay with that kind of loss, then you type me in the chat room. I can take a 50% loss if I settle down around $10,000 a coin. Well, guys, Bitcoin was backed by nothing. Karatbars' own coin, the KBC, and now the new KCB is backed by physical gold, our own physical gold. And many of you got the KBC at 1/2 cent. It's already around 2.1 cent. That means you've increased your wealth 4 times in the last 12 months. And the KBC is still available, and you can get the KBC hard fork, which I'll explain in a moment, by just getting the KCB in its private offering right now. We'll talk about that in just a moment. We also have our own digital exchange. We have our own crypto blockchain smartphone. We call it the Genius Phone, and our own cash gold exchange machines. Yes, I said cash gold exchange machines, which literally means you can exchange our cryptocurrency for physical gold straight out of those machines that are being distributed as we speak around the world. Not only do we have our own cryptocurrency and our own exchange, we have our own blockchain. It's a dynamic blockchain, which allows us to operate our blockchain-based smartphones over this blockchain. No other blockchain in the world has that technology. So we have the #1 cryptocurrency, the #1 technology, and the #1 blockchain in the whole world. So it's a simple system based around gold with our own cryptocurrency, our own exchanges, digital apps, crypto bank, digital smartphone off the blockchain, and our own blockchain. And if that weren't enough, people would get these products if there were nothing else that I had to add to this presentation. But ladies and gentlemen, I have more to add. We actually pay you to share this information just like I'm doing tonight. As a matter of fact, you don't have to really know how to present this. All you need to do is share with other people that we do this live presentation every Tuesday and Thursday night. We also have video presentations that work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you can ask people, do they look for ways to make more money? As a matter of fact, I'll ask you right now, we'll do a little experiment. Do you guys, how many of you guys look for ways to make more money? Type me in the chat room. And when they say me, yes, you send them a video. They watch the video, and if they like what they see, it'll be a video with the information, much like I'm sharing with you right now. And if they say yes, send them a video. If they like what they see, you call them back, ask them if they saw an opportunity for themselves, sign them up, and teach them to do exactly what you did. Share videos with their sphere of influence. So look at all the people that are saying me. That's why Karatbars is growing all over the world. Is because we have products where we don't sell anything, and really we don't buy anything. We're just exchanging declining paper currency with something that's increasing, which is physical gold and physical gold-backed cryptocurrency. So how do we get paid by sharing this? Well, there are multiple ways we get paid, but you set up your account for free tonight. It doesn't require your social security number, and we don't ask you for a credit card to be placed on file. You simply get back with the person that shared this video on their Facebook page, or they shared it in a YouTube video, and say, I want to know more about Karatbars International. They'll get your questions answered, sign you up at no cost with no monthly expenses, and teach you how to save gold, acquire gold-backed cryptocurrency, and share with others if you choose to make money. So let's talk about the ways to make money. 7 primary income options. The first one is called the unilevel. The unilevel simply means you share it with as many people as possible, a minimum of 3 to maximize the 6% monthly unilevel bonus paid on the first of every month. You can sponsor as many people as you'd like, but to maximize the unilevel, sponsor at least 3. You can even make money with 1 person in the unilevel, but sponsor at least 3. Don't make your minimums your maximum. There's no mandatory requirement to sponsor people. This is totally optional. You can choose to just save gold and crypto if you want, but if you want to make some money, sign up as an affiliate, share with as many people as possible, and earn up to 6% commission paid on the first of every month on your MasterCard. That's paid monthly. The next way we're paid is if you want to make more than that, choose an optional business package, and you can get paid weekly and monthly. Of the physical packages, we have bronze, silver, gold, and VIP, ranging from €200 all the way up to €3,000. That's about $3,600 at the top end, about $200 at the low end. Pick a package. If you don't want the physical package delivery, or if you live in a country where the physical delivery is not allowed, you can choose from one of our profit packages, which is a digital package. And they range from €150 all the way up to €1 million and it's packed with our new private offering KCB cryptocurrency. And you can choose that package. It also comes with physical gold in the form of cash gold that will be deposited into your gold savings. So you can choose that package. And it really doesn't matter which package you start at, as long as if you really see this as a viable opportunity for you, choose a package as quickly as possible, because if you sponsor 5 people at your package level or higher within your first 5 weeks, and we'll show you and help you do that, the company will bump you up to the next highest package at no cost, a free upgrade. You can actually get 2 free upgrades within your first 5 weeks. And then the next way we get paid is called direct commission. Now, this is kind of like a job. You do the work, you get paid. In other words, if you have a business package and you sponsor someone else who gets a business package, you'll earn a 10% direct commission. However, when the people you sponsored, sponsor someone else, you'll get a 3% commission override when they get a 10% commission. And then on your 3rd generation, you'll even earn an additional 2%. In other words, if you sponsor somebody who's wealthy and they get a €1 million package, you'll earn 100,000 euro with one person, one transaction. They sponsored their millionaire friend, they get 10%, you'll get 3%, another 30,000 euro. And then on your 3rd generation, they sponsor another millionaire package, you get 20,000 more euro. You earn 150,000 euro with 3 people on your team. And you only sponsored 1. That's how the 3-generation direct commission works. Then we have the dual team. Anytime anyone saves gold or gets a business package or gets crypto, it creates what are called units. When you have 25 units on one team, 50 units on the other team, that creates what is called a dual team payout. And those dual team payouts go to infinity, because in Karatbars, there are no levels. This one guy talked to me a few weeks ago. He said, I don't like multi-level. I said, great, you'll love Karatbars because there are no levels. And based on which package you've chosen, that'll determine how much your dual team payout is. And you can earn up to 180,000 dual team payouts per week. That's right, you get paid weekly. I don't mean W-E-A-K-L-Y. I mean W-E-E-K-L-Y. You get paid weekly through the dual team compensation plan. And then this right here, this one blows my mind. I absolutely love this. If you're a bronze, you earn a 5% dual team payout match. That means anyone on your 1st or 2nd generation who gets paid, you earn a dual team payout match of 5% of what they earn on their payout. That's phenomenal. If you're a silver, it's 3 generations of dual team payouts. Gold earns 5 generations, and VIP earns 7 generations. That's why you want to get to VIP as quickly as possible. And then, folks, if that weren't enough, man, we've got people on our team that are earning more annually just from the matching bonus than people with doctorate degrees. I kid you not. And then we have long-term incentives. Now, I want to actually ask a question here. Because in Karatbars, as you build your team, saving gold and helping others save gold, which is what you were going to do anyway, they actually give you these long-term incentives like a beautiful all-leather Karatbars bag, or a Mont Blanc pen, or gold bracelet, Rolex watches, cars, and even a luxury villa built anywhere in the world. And folks, these are not car allowances or housing allowances. You get the whole car and the title all at once. Now, I want to ask this in the chat room, because I see some of my business partners on this chat and on Facebook Live. How many of you have earned one or many of those long-term incentives? Type me in the chat room. This is where I get really excited, because this really continues to prove that the system works. And look, here come the me's. Thank you so much. Yes, I know you have, Miss Dion, and I'm so excited for you. And your husband has won it. I don't know if he's on the stream. There's Miss B. Johns, Mose Whitfield, Tanisha Glaspie, myself. I've won many of these long-term incentives. Think about that for a second. If they didn't have these long-term incentives, I would already be doing this. This is just something that they give you as appreciation for what you do. Samantha Babs there in the Bahamas. I know you have, Miss Babs. Maurice Kelly, Simona Elliott. You know, it's coming. It's coming. And your business is a willable part of your estate. So no matter who you are, Ricky Buggs there on Facebook, Joycelyn Burrell, Tanisha Glaspie, These people are winning these long-term incentives. Dexter Hurd. And here's the beauty of it. Even if you don't get it, at some point, because this is a willable part of your estate, Gregory McKay, someone in your family line is going to get that villa built for them somewhere in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, just get in and get started. And then they pay us on our own, listen closely, privately issued global MasterCard. Now, the reason why I said listen closely is because most people say, I got to do my research. And I don't fault you for that. I felt the same way you did. I had to do my research. And then my sponsor said, Mike, where are you going to do your research? One of my business partners, I love what this gentleman said, Mr. Demetrius Etheridge. He's a mentor of mine. He said, people are Google lawyers. They do their research on Google. Folks, how many of you know that everything you read on Google is not true? Man, you get to researching on Google, you'll find out that Martin Luther King was an absolute drug addict, that Jesus Christ was a dust mite, and that Honorable Elijah Muhammad was, you find out all kind of foolish stuff on. Don't Google for your research. Do your research by the people that the company is aligned and affiliated with. You cannot do more research than MasterCard. MasterCard's entire business model is finding out whether people have anything negative and derogatory in their credit worthiness to determine if they can have a card. MasterCard has given Karatbars its own privately issued MasterCard, and it pays our affiliates around the world. So what research do you need more than MasterCard has done the research for you? And FedEx delivers your gold to your front door. And we're doing business in 144 countries. And there are 700,000 affiliates who have tried Karatbars and understand that this is the most phenomenal, most sound financial vehicle that you will ever see. We get paid in physical cash on our digital MasterCard in the currency of the country where you reside. And I live in the United States. I get paid in euros. But when I put my card in an ATM, it spits out US dollars. If I go to Stuttgart or if I go to France, like I'll be in France Thursday in Paris, I'll put my card in an ATM, it'll give me the lira. If I go to Nigeria, it'll give me the naira. If I go to Japan, it'll give me whatever the Japanese dollar is. The Canadian dollar is digital currency conversion built into that card technology. And if you earn so much money in a payout, they'll give you gold and cash and free cryptocurrency. So what are you waiting on? Huge marketplace. This is your chance. This is that better way. Now, when I do this presentation, invariably, there are three types of people that fall into one of these three categories after seeing this presentation. Number one, they were like, Mike, bro, you've been talking, for 30 minutes now. You could have stopped talking in the first 5 minutes when you said you were able to retire from your full-time job after 103 days. Brother, where do I sign up? For you, my brother and my sister, I'm excited for you because tonight you've gotten your hand on some information that's going to change your life. I say that unequivocally, and I didn't stutter when I said it. It's going to change your life, if nothing else. But after you save gold for a few years, you're going to have a retirement in physical gold that's going to continue to increase in value. Ladies and gentlemen, if you had $100,000 in 1971 and you would have put it in physical gold and just held it at your grandma's in the shed in a safe and taken it out of the safe today and cashed it in at any We Buy Gold Center that's excited about taking your gold and giving you paper, it would have been worth over $4 million. So if you don't do anything else, get back with the person that shared this with you and say, I at least want my gold savings account, set it up and start exchanging some dollars for gold whenever you want to. No mandatory compulsion. Or if you want to make a lot of money, the person that shared this with you will walk you through the simple steps to set up your affiliate account, and you can make money in the free position, or you can choose an optional business package and make all the money you want. The number two person says, I'm excited about this, but I have some questions. tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I don't have a lot of time, but because I got through this information pretty quickly, I'm going to stay on this platform. I'm going to stop my Facebook Live. So you can come over here to goldrocks.info and I'll answer about 15 minutes worth of questions for you. And we'll get your questions answered and help you get started building wealth tonight. So get back with the person that shared this on their stream and say, yeah, I want to meet you at goldrocks.info, www.goldrocks.info. Let's get your quick questions answered and we'll get you started tonight. The number 3 person says, you know what? This is not for me. This sounds like one of them scams, one of them pyramid things. I would say to you, at least save some gold. I'm trying to be nice. At least save some gold, okay? I could give you, it's replete with examples of how you're misguided in that information. I understand you've got 40,000 hours of the school system pressed into your brain that was literally designed to break you free from this suppressive, constricting financial system. I understand. I sat in straight rows and they primed and prepared me to be a worker in the working class system, in the middle class. I thank God that one day somebody gave me this information and I had enough presence of mind or enough desperation, call it what you will, but I said yes, and I have not punched anybody's clock in 5.5, almost 6 years, and I have nowhere that I have to be. That's called freedom. I probably shouldn't even say that word. I was trying to get through this presentation without going there, but everybody deserves to be free. So get started tonight. Get back with the person that shared Karatbars International with you, and let's get you started. Thank you guys for tolerating me. You'll probably see Mr. Al Murray back next Tuesday, but it's been my pleasure to share this information with you. Get back with the person that shared it with you, and let's get you started. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you on the white sandy beaches of the world. Those of you that have questions, come on over to www.goldrocks.info. We'll answer your questions real quick and we'll get you out of here. Y'all have a great evening.